no smoking. But then the cigarette in their hand and they're smoking it. That's how the president speaks. Okay? For the president to be talking about respecting the rule of law. And open about letting it and almost you know even well, why say? So for me, I can tell you for free. Chancellor regime, Chancellor, when bullets were flying, Chancellor regime was far better than President Baka regime.
Exclusive from hotlbr.com.
When they were coming, they said they were freedom fighter. When they were coming, they said they were liberator. But when they get man, they change their mind. What kind of people they sue?
They are freedom fighters.
What kind of people they sue?
They are freedom fighters.
You freedom fighter, you raping our women.
They are freedom fighters.
You freedom fighter, you killing our children.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you destroying our country.
They are freedom fighters.
Okay, so that's one of the major questions that is yet to be answered. Which type of people are they? Definitely, Liberia is now at a crossroad. Pleasant good morning, and welcome to today's edition of the program, Issues in the Society, with me, Stephen Compton. My political analyst there in the United States of America. And so we are here today to talk issues that matter most to our country. This is how our own way of contributing to the mother's land through the pages of history. And definitely tomorrow, history will judge us. And so there are a lot of things to talk about every day that comes and goes. There are a series of things happening in Liberia. And one would like to ask what actually the country is turning into. Is this the type of Liberia we are praying for? We will talk about that. And, yesterday's incident at the Capitol building, many thanks to my boss, Israel Bowiasie. He dealt with that sufficiently, and we'll also be looking at that, what that means for our governance system, our democracy. And also, we'll be looking at the drama that unfolded yesterday during the celebration of the Armed Forces Day, and also the cancellation of a 17 million project to provide tax policy advice for Liberia by the American government. We'll also be looking at that too. And so all you need to do now is to share the live video, invite other people to watch along with you as you usually do. And for those of you in Radio Land and also following us via our various social media platforms this morning, keep playing the King's Cash giveaway. 10,000 is up for grabs. So all you need to do now is to grab your phone, dial star 799 star 100 hash, star 799 star 100 hash. With just $200 Liberian dollars Liberty or $1.70 USD, you stand a chance to win for yourself 10,000. And so the more you play, the better your chances are to win this golden opportunity for you. And so take advantage of the opportunity and start playing now. Okay, so let me quickly bring in Mr. Masale. Good morning, Mr. Masale.
Good morning, Stephen. Good morning, Mama Liberia. This is Ali Masale from Baltimore, Maryland, USA. I'm glad to be here this morning again to discuss issues in our society, what is unfolding in our country. So once again, good to you all.
Okay, all right, thank you. Thank you. How's everything? How's everything there? How's the entire operation? Like Liberia, the U.S. is also at a dramatic stage with a lot of issues happening there. It's something that is so concerning. So how's it?
Oh, thank God we are here. We are following President Trump all over the place. The There are some things in trying to force, but they get a coat, so they are going through it. And we just get a terrible weather. Saying yesterday 3 o'clock been snowing.
Wow.
Yes, like even today all schools are closed for my kids. And even myself, I may likely go to office by 11 o'clock. That will be 3 hours delay today. They have to clear the snow off. Probably I may go and just sit home whole day and get my
Wow.
mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's fine. And so we are here today, and today is another day. As I said earlier on, there are a lot of things happening in Liberia here every day that comes and go. Our country. So there are a lot of things happening, and you have been following. Yesterday was the Armed Forces Day celebration, and we had foreign diplomats here. We have the Sierra Leonean president here. And in the wake of that, there were a lot of things that were going on owing to this issue. We have been talking about the speakership and, getting rid of him, getting rid of the office, getting his things out. I think you may have come across that video yesterday. That's another thing that happened in our country. And as I was saying, what that means for our country, our democracy, and also looking at a recent statement from one of the associate justices in regards to the happenings or the impacts at Capitol Hill. And so we'll be looking at that, and we got an information that is 17 million have been cut off that should have come to the country, have been cut off by the American government. What do we make of that too? We'll also be looking at that in the wake of rampant corruption in our country. Some family members going to bed without eating, their children are not in school. With all these things that happen in our country. So now let us look at that. And as usual, I'll let you to have your take on these issues as we move forward.
Yes, thank you there, Stephen. Yes. The issue here, Liberia, just as you said it, or the 17 million cut off from the American government again to Liberia. Yes, we saw what happened yesterday. They had a speaker office was vandalized by one other irresponsible boy of Jean Collet. Yes, we saw this thing and we saw what happened yesterday. Another disgraceful and disgusting thing to see Joseph Boakai pick up to parade, to inspect the armed forces. We saw all of these things yesterday, and the massive corruption in the country where America is cutting up aid, and then we still see people, they are misusing our taxpayer money, and people are there celebrating them while they are dying at their poverty, but they celebrate those people who are cause of the poverty they are going through. Yeah, we saw, yes, we are here, but we follow everything that happened in Liberia. Like when I'm in my office, people, they are like, oh, you are a politician. You always, always everything that happened. Yes. Yes, the issue here about, and also the one of the justices from the Supreme Court bench. Yes, we heard what he said pertaining to this whole removal of the speaker. I listened to him, what he said as well. Now to the issue. Liberia, we all continue to say Liberia is a country that we are suffering every now and then. We are going around asking international community for support. We are all overflying around. And we saw since the ascendancy of Wakai as president of the country, he had been misusing our taxpayer money, flying around. People say he had contact that when he became president, they were going to see investors pouring into the country. But up to now, we can't see those investors that they talk about, the contact that he had. We haven't seen anything yet, but just misusing our taxpayer money, flying around and coming back with zero result. And today, I've seen America, people in Liberia, they were talking, oh yeah, you are sitting America there, they are cutting off aid from the country, and you people are happy of it. And this is the question. What have you benefited from all the aid America been sending to the country? From time to time, not just Joseph Boakai administration, those aids responsible people that we keep electing, they are the one enriching themselves, while we, the Liberian people, we are suffering. So why you should be angry that when we say, oh yes, it is good for them to cut off the aid? As we're speaking now, yesterday, 3 o'clock, it been snowing up to last night. People are still going to work and paying taxes. And then the work they are doing when they pay their taxes, they take it and send it to countries. Instead of those countries trying to alleviate poverty on their people to help them, they use this money to enrich themselves while the people suffer. The essence. And now you people see again, another 17 million have been cut off. That's supposed to go to Liberia. It's because this is the question. Is this the way to spend American taxpayer money? You see, these are some of the things. We can be here working our power, and then when they send our money to you, instead of you using it the right way, you people are misusing it. The Liberian people are suffering, and we get those irresponsible boys and girls calling themselves lawmakers and team directors, enriching themselves while you're suffering. Hell no. If that is it, let it give our money right back to us. When we work at the end of the year, you add our money or and give it back to us at tax return, instead of giving it to unserious countries such as Liberia, my country, wherein our people, they only there to enrich themselves with the taxpayer money and donations that come to the country, instead of helping to eliminate poverty, to strengthen the economy of the country. And one good thing is that God is working on our side, because some of those things that we were planning to do is that Donald Trump is just working in line with us, because the recklessness and the corrupt attitude of this government, the corruption they are carrying on, we were getting together. We were coming to go to that White House to stop aid from going to Liberia, and they did the same thing during George Weah administration. They went there telling the American government, oh yeah, Liberia can make it on their own, don't send aid. We were about to do the same thing. But as God could have it, they have stopped all USAID funding. 17 billion have been cut off, and more to come. And we will make sure those lawmakers that had their family here, we are working in that land too. You people sitting over there, what is happening in the country? Every day, like when we sat here on Monday, I said we are off for today. Let's watch and see, maybe before Wednesday, we will hear about another corruption. See what this is America, the greatest country in the world. Nowhere you will hear in America that a lawmaker or any government officials even use 10,000 United States dollars to furnish his office. But today, your guest Shakala Nimade or Wakana Nimade, I know how they call him, your Minister of Internal Affairs, using 406,000, almost $500,000 to furnish his office and other offices. His office alone is carrying 100, almost 96 to 97,000 United States dollars. Where in that? Those people, they are there breaking the country off, and when we say get to talk it because of that dogmatic brain you people have, that party sentiment, and you always say there to come and defend them. Because you feel like you know Representative John, he can give you $25, he give you $50, so you think better with that. So you will come here to defend them. Where in the world you have seen that? No matter if you want to furnish your office or offices within your ministry, send in your requisition to the GSA. Oh yes, I want to furnish my office. This is what I want. This is what I want. They will look at it and, okay, yes, we agree with this amount, and they will come and set that place up. What are you doing with 196,000 to furnish your office? Are you putting swimming pool? Are you opening an apartment into your office? But Liberian people, they will come here to call and say, oh yeah, George Weah did the same thing. This is the nonsense I don't like here. This is why George Weah was voted, because you people say he was corrupt, he was stealing the country money, he was misusing the country money. And you people continue to carry on the same reckless and corrupt attitude. And when they tell you, say George Weah was doing the same thing. Did you come to power to repeat what George Weah was doing? Or you came to change things around? I can't really get it. Where in the world you can see that? How many people, children going to school today? People are going to bed with hunger. They can't even afford to send their children to school. They can't even get food to eat. But you get one minister that is using 196,000 just to furnish his office or to even renovate his office. What much more? What the size of that office? What are you putting there? Well, people, because they wore green, they were in the rain, they were in the sun, so they will come here to court to defend this government for the corrupt attitude, the irresponsible and recklessness of Joseph Boakai and his gangsters, while they are carrying on by ripping our country off. And he sat over there talking, you're in America, you don't want to come back to build your home. Donald Trump is there for us. What have you put in place? When George Weah was in power, you people make the world to know that Liberia was unsafe every day. You will take dead body, put it in the street, you're protesting, you're scared investors from coming to the country. Since you came to power, what have you done to show to the world that Liberia is safe for investors to come in? You telling us to come back home to come and invest, where there is no electricity, there is no safe drinking water, there is no security. You want us to come there to come and invest, or to encourage people to come and invest in such a country where there is no law and order.
Mm-hmm.
Compare your administration, you people that wore those green t-shirts, some of you who are not inclined, not bring them together is not shaking. See how lawlessly Boakai is governing our country, and compare it to the previous administration of George Weah. Sit, be real to yourself. So what James Colette did yesterday to vandalize our speaker office. Did he get any document from that he went there yesterday? But because he want to show himself, oh yes, and other people can do it, I will take the lead and do it. And let's see what's going to happen from that. Why you see this thing happening in the country is because we get a president who doesn't respect the rule of law. He came to power and he has broken all the rules in the country. The first president that came to power and decided to respect the rule of law. This is one of the reasons why you see all this lawlessness is going on, because we get a president who put aside the rule of law. Such a country, then you telling people to come back home, to come and invest, to come and build their country. In one country, the citizens have built the country. It is your responsibility, you, the government. These people are paying taxes in our country. George Weah made us to understand that without international funding, Liberians can do better by using their own taxpayer money to build their country and to develop the country. And he did it. We saw it happening. But you people said George Weah wasn't doing anything. You came to power today. Every day, that's another corruption. Every day, they will say we're leaving from here today or Wednesday. Friday, when we come by here, that's another corrupt case we hear about. You know, buy some kind of car or somebody nasty, they all have money from this side. Is that the rescue mission you people came away? And if Liberia was any serious minded country, people who had that country at calling themselves lawmakers, ministers, directors, but now they have impeached Joseph Boakai.
Very, very quickly before you continue, you are just talking about the issue of corruption on a daily basis. We are just getting report that over 650 gallons of gas were stolen from the warehouse of the Liberia National Fire Service. You know, this another thing that there's a report that just coming in. So you know, it is just something that happens on a daily basis. Yeah. So you are right on that. Go ahead.
Okay. I continue to say it every day.
Every day.
Every day you will hear about corruption in this government. Every day you will hear about corruption in this government. You see, This is America, the greatest country in the world. A certain president was impeached because he tampered with any position. Liberia, we have Joseph Boakai had done so many things that he could have been impeached. See what happened there one time when he went Tanzania. See how he disgraced our country. What comes to your mind? This man, he's mentally declining. He cannot the country. So as people who really have the country at heart, they want to see the better for that country, they will say, no, let's get together. Even before he could come by, he want to be there. They start having that discussion. He tempered with any position. I don't blame Joseph Boakai for all those nonsense here gangsters are doing in our country. I blame our CDC lawmakers. Because at that time, when they were together in majority, when Joseph Boakai started those lawless, they had the number, they could have really rally around to have this old man impeached. Ever since, when they sat there, they say, oh yeah, maybe he will do something again. Breaking in yellow machines into the country saying, gentleman agreement. This old man, he weighed the horse and you look at them and say, oh yes, I can make it. He did a seat in Supreme Court ruling with those people for taking position and he went scot-free. This is why you see today, Liberia have been governed lawlessly or have been governed lawlessly by Joseph Boakai, where there is no respect for rule of law. Everybody do what they want to do. Joseph Boakai campaign on respecting rule of law. You think if you were to come to power and stay his ground, you think what we see today, it could happen? No. But because he came to power and he was the friend that they respected the rule of law, the Supreme Court ruling, the Constitution, this is why today you see those irresponsible boys and girls, what they are doing in our country, calling themselves majority bloc or lawmakers. And then people will come, you went to school, you are educated, you know what those people are doing. It is illegal, it's not the right thing they are doing. But because you feel you wore green t-shirt from Guinea, they give me Guinea t-shirt, so you will stay here to defend them. Joseph Boakai should have been impeached ever since. But I blame our CDC lawmaker who sat over there. Today, they are not together. What Joseph Boakai wanted, he has gotten a Rachel Kuhn as speaker now. So anything, they can use money. At any time, they had to use money to remove the speaker. Paying people to go and sign to remove the speaker. And you're listening to one of the justices from the Supreme Court bench. Everything those people did was illegal, was unconstitutional. If Joseph Boakai was somebody who is mentally inclined, who is in a real mental state of mind, what he was going to do today, he will try, let us see what to do to have a speakership election. If he want for Nati Kofa, let him use money again for that. Because the way in which Nati Kofa was removed was illegal, was unconstitutional. If you listen to what Bese said, I say,
yeah.
Okay. You see, but he sat over there because the whole speakership something started at that time when people said, oh yes, Rachel Kuhn was Joseph Boakai interest. He never wanted for Nati Kofa from the beginning. And this is where we are today. Joseph Boakai is not going to do anything for that country. Every day, his gangsters, they continue to steal, they continue to rape our country up. And the reason why they are keeping Joseph Boakai there, because they know now, if you say you're taking Joseph Boakai from there, you bring Jeremiah Kuhn. Yes, Jeremiah Kuhn, he's another criminal, he's corrupt. But I double dare you, the moment you steal, he's going to fire you. He's not even going to suspend you. And he's going to fire you. Immediately, Jeremiah Kuhn is going to fire, even though he said he's another criminal, he's corrupt. This is why they say, oh no, let's keep the paper here, because for him, we able to use him, we able to ride him. You people said George Weah was not in power, it was Nathaniel McGill, this and that. Today, who is in power, rather controlling? You say Nathaniel McGill was the one that was controlling George Weah, he was the one that was doing everything. But today, we get Sylvester Grisby, Mamaka Belete, man, Darius DeLong, Yombe Kanga, Lauren, Prince Moy, and the list go on. They are the one running the country. They only tell Joseph Boakai, keep quiet. You will get your salary at the end of the month. Joseph Boakai has stolen enough money that you can impeach him and let him sit down. But because you people know you can pull him down, when you pull him down, your own stealing, it will end. Because when Jeremiah Kuhn take over, so money every day will be hearing the sack. person, they fire this other person. Even though, yes, he said he's very, very corrupt. He's another criminal. Jehad Joseph Waka is a criminal. You saw what happened yesterday. And I saw people on social media posting other presidents that were in PACOM to inspect their troops and things. They asked, did you investigate to know why those presidents decided to use PACOM to inspect their troops? This is why you people fail to realize how much our national army, they are how many thousand. I know say if they even say we 4,000 or 5,000. If Joseph Waka never had any medical condition, if you were physically fit, he could inspect those troops. But because he gets some medical condition, he's not physically fit to even say war for Capitol building to the executive mansion. That's the first thing. So they had to put him in car. Those presidents who you saw they were doing that, those people, they had army in their country up to 50 to 100,000. Do you expect a president to walk on his feet to inspect up to 50,000 troops? No. That's the rationale wherein you saw them using cars to inspect their troops. Liberia, how many soldiers we have in our country? But because you people wear green t-shirt, so you're proud of yourself, you call yourself proud Sanama swines. That's why anything you can to defend the recklessness and irresponsible attitude of this government. Joseph Waka cannot lead that country. He's not in a mental state right now to lead that country. But because his greed for power will be there, and one day he will collapse and you will hear something else. Because the money he has stolen, if I were him, his children, his wife, they will tell him, Papa, yes, step aside. Your age now, you have stolen enough money that you can live the best of life till God call on you. But because those people, they want to steal, that's why they're keeping him there. And his wife and children, they are there too, looking at those people, suffering their father, all because of their own selfish gain. Where are we heading to? Who is James Colette, vandalized or speaker office without any rate from the court? But because you all wore green t-shirt, you say, oh yeah, for that the speaker said that now you pop, that now your family position, let him move from there. Your school you went to, you did service, is that the way to remove a sitting speaker? You people put party, you put politics over the country. Everything you put party before the country. Party sentiment is why you put before the country. You put the country behind and you put party in front. And this is why Liberia, if we continue this, we are not going anywhere. You see, what Yeke Koluba is doing in our country, or where this other guy named Martin Colley or whosoever, he was one of rescue Rambo or rescue Wetting, what he's doing today, leak the criminal attitude, the corruption of this government. How many of you can do it? You see, you voted this government to power to do the right thing, and today what you voted them for is not what they are doing. Can you come out to speak against it? You can do it. Because you know Minister Masale, you can come to my office, I give you $25, I give you $40, you go, so yes, you think you are better. You are not thinking about the next generation, your children and grandchildren to come tomorrow. Your team will say that you will be working, they be wasting our money in Liberia. I stand with Donald Trump, Joseph Waka administration, even the next administration, $5 shouldn't go to Liberia till we can see those people, we get serious-minded people who really come to lead our country to make sure our people live a better life. We say this thing because Liberia is our home. There is nowhere than home. People that are here, they are deporting them today. Where are they deporting them to? Liberia. There is nowhere than home. And you're telling us to come by. Where are we coming? Where in the police, the wounded there, police brutality has become the order of the day. There is no freedom of speech. There is no human right in the country. When you make it, you put the army also to terrorize our people, to intimidate them. Listen to what the Sergeant President said yesterday. The army, you people should be there to shield the country instead of dividing the country. But you're there today because Joseph Waka has politicized every sector. So you will be there ready. He just put your outside. You're not even saying no your own function as an army. Everybody just honor this old, mentally declining old man. He using your. If you think I sit here to talk because I want maybe when next administration come, I should fly to Liberia to come and do the government job. Hell no, you get it wrong. I'm not like those people who came to America here. They said they went to school, they went to all the colleges. After grad, they sat in the America here. They can't even say get a job. But when they to go back to Liberia, as the only place they can survive. According they are failure in society. If you can be in America, you went to school here, you cannot work here, only to go back Liberia. When Joseph Walker administration finish, they will kind of sit there, say here on platform 18, running their mouth, where another government can they fly to go back. But all they are led, they will be in America, they can work. I'm not that one. Even tomorrow, God bless my party, they come back to power. I will say that I will be the Yaka Koluba for them. So Stephen, take the lead.
All right, thank you so kindly, Mr. Masali, for your analysis. Very quickly, let me see how best to recognize a few of our followers who have sent a text messages via our various social media platforms. This person, Casey Williams Numba, says, okay, yeah, Casey, I've already done with that already. Yes. So David Nyekan says, Mr. David Yenkan is watching with you. Thank you so much. Deserving Kiapo says this Saint Ilamol, he was talking to cut the 70 million. Okay, we already talked about that. Thank you so much. Jen is also following Lelia P. Seabold. This is also following us. Okay, so Jen comes in with this one very quick. Let me read it out. He says a letter from ANC once said that what you are saying and sedition, and we Russian disagree that the U.S. should stop sending our high-end tax called money to Liberia. She made sense then, and she makes sense now. Okay, so the last text that I can read it. I'm so sorry. So please, Jen, when you people are sending text messages on the platform, you should please be moderator bait. Okay, all right. So Alexander M. Dollar is following us from the US. Thank you so much. So you can keep sharing the live video as we move on. And so here we are now. Thank you so much once again, Mr. Masali, for that brilliant analysis on issues we are talking about here this morning. So let me first begin with the issue that has to do with the request made by the Internal Affairs Minister. I said something here the last time. You know, those immediate lawmakers who are appointed in the boycott government. I said something the last time owing to Swakoko's case. Those people already have the mindset. They were living a life at a certain level. And so appointing them into government, they would like to live that life. And Nyimana is forgetting to know that he's no longer representative. That the bookers money they were getting at the house there is not the money he's supposed to be getting. So the offer that he sat in when he was then a representative, that's the same offer he needs. Look at the amount of money he's calling for. Owing to the fact, owing to the economic situation of our country. Look at the amount of money that Nyimane is calling for. A Francis Nyimane is calling for to renovate his office. Want to carry out office renovation? Look at the amount of money Nyimane is calling for. That money will be used to empower other chiefs, other elders in the various counties. Do you know how many chiefs and elders in those counties who cannot even function because they don't have those things to use? Do you know that you are here just sitting in Moravia here and you are calling for that amount to renovate your office? Do you know how many chiefs? Do you know how many elders who don't even have things to use to carry on their responsibilities? But you are calling for that money, failing to understand that you are no longer a representative, Mr. Nyimale. You are an appointed official. What happens to the office you sit in? What happens to that? So I want to see as to whether the government is going to approve that. We'll follow this particular issue. I sent you something this gone time, Mr. Masale. Very, very interesting. You know, as I said this the other time, there are other African countries that are making efforts in the wake of the American people's decision. There are other African countries that are making efforts to be able to fill the gap of this particular decision by the American government with cause for their country and their people. And President Mahama of Ghana directs his finance minister to breach 156 million usage funding gap. Oh yes, that was a swift decision. That's Ghana's president. He took that decision. But here in our country, we have a president who will just come and speaks anyhow, exacerbate the entire situation and provoke the situation. While his friends elsewhere are taking action to benefit the ordinary people. They are taking action to benefit their country. We have a president who is provoking the entire situation. These are things that are happening. A Ghanaian president, our neighbor here, in the sub-region, they have taken action. But the last time I checked, they were calling for finance minister and other ministers to come and provide reason without taking action. There's a type of Liberia. We won? No. Isn't. People are taking action. And now very quickly. And so the American government, you know, while they are doing, other people see that to be something wrong. But on the other end, you know, you will look at that. How on earth will you be providing a service for somebody? Then you expect the person that you are providing a service for, you will be paying the person. But the issue that has to do with the 17 million tax cut off. They are providing service for Liberia. And how on earth will they be providing service for us and at the same time, then they are paying us over it? No. Trump said this particular issue will not happen under an administration. The issue that has to do with no business as usual is what he's talking about. Probably other administrations may have done that, but he said other administration, no. We will not be able to send our money to Liberia when Liberia government officials are making thousands of dollars. We will not be able to send that money to Liberia when we every day we look at the news, we read papers on social media. There is corruption from one ministry to another. We will not be able to send that particular amount to Liberia. That was the stand of the American government. You see? So there is no need for you to be here and you know, talking things out of the way. That's a decision. So come to think of this. Come to think of this. Then you have a president who will just go on air and, you know, probably go around, speak, and try to exacerbate the entire situation, provoke people and other things. Every day that comes and go, there will be corruption allegations from one ministry, from one government entity to another. People are stealing massively in this government. Oh yes, they are stealing massively on this particular United Party government. They don't care because we have one president who doesn't care. We have one president who is protecting corruption, but pretending that he is fighting corruption. What is that fighting corruption? He only does that on the surface for people to know that yeah, that man is doing this, that man is doing that, but there is nothing he's doing to fight corruption. No, the president is not doing anything of such. The president is not doing anything of such. For the president to go on the platform, or probably, let's say, go to an occasion that everybody expects him to speak in the interest of the country and its people, for the president to stand up and make statement that encouraged stealing, then you will say the man will protect corruption. Everything that these people are doing. So what President Bwaka expects is that the money that probably that were used by the local boss, allegedly, she should have used that money probably to empower the people. That's what he's trying to say. If you want to steal, you want to steal, anything you want to do, you do it, but just empower the people. So, no one should be talking about what the American people are doing is bad, though it's our country, it helps our country a lot. But again, it is hard time that our leaders rethink, they take decision in the interest of our country. But not to be doing things that will harm the country. If one left from here and go to the rural areas, go and see the life those people are living. Go and see. Even in Monrovia here, in Monserrate County here. Go and see the lives that people are living. Go Caldwell. Go Bensonville. Go Brownville. Go and do your own investigation. Go and see the life that people are living. Just right around all here. Not to talk about people who are living far from Monserrate County. Then you have somebody who will just engage himself or herself into corruption. You want for people to say, yeah, thank you. We're clapping for you, Mr. President. No, we cannot do that. We are young people, and we have to do everything in our power to protect our country and to protect our future. Because if anything goes wrong tomorrow, the aftermath, the repercussion will come after us. So when I give them a chance to be able to do that, whenever these things happen, we come here and talk. And very quickly before I go back to Mr. Masale and we go to the lines, you know what have happened yesterday? I was talking with somebody, an elderly person who has been around for a very long period of time, and the person was like, discussing some issues with me during the time of the war, things that happened. And there was something the person said to me. She said, look, Stephen, during the time of the war, most of the times when the people used to come, the rebel and the other people used to come, you know, they carry on their movements, they go about, harassing people and doing other things. When people are not really attentive or probably during the night hours, that's the time they move about. So I asked her, I said, but now what are you trying to say? So that she narrated that to what happened yesterday. You know, yesterday was a holiday and everybody's attention was just on this issue that has to do with the armed forces celebration and other things. Everybody was just focused, right? Everyone's focused on that. So she said to me, the action that was carried on by the Bond County lawmaker is something not different from what have happened or what things that happened during the time of the war. It's not different from that. No, James Colette. You know, sometimes when there are certain people, when they are given power, they allow that power to use them, forgetting to know that they have a future tomorrow. A Rosalind Swakoko Dennis was once a representative. She was one person that used to be making noise around here. Today, she's no longer a representative. The friends that you're seeing today and the likes of the rest of the people, they are not. So that particular position you are holding or you are holding onto is that something that for everlasting, my dear brother. You are a young man. To allow yourself to be used as a sacrificial lamb to carry on actions that have the propensity to derail the peace of the country, and you are there. Yesterday, I listened to you. You say you are speaking English. My dear brother, what you are doing there is not good. You have a future. You are a young person. You are a direct representative of the young people. And so, your action should speak to that. So that if I, Stephen Compton, if I should have decided to say, yes, I want to represent the people of Summer County, they will make reference to you to say, yes, one James Colette, a young and vibrant lawmaker, make a difference. So with owing to this, we trust the young people. But you are there doing things that I out of the way. You listen to the statement from one of the associate justices. You listen to what he said. So that alone should tell you that the man you are claiming, your self-proclaimed speaker, is not recognized as a speaker. You have attended a lot of occasions that those people don't recognize him as a speaker. Do you know the reason why? Because those people understand governance. That's the reason why they don't recognize him as a speaker. And because of whom, yesterday you carry on that action. But again, let me tell you this. The country is for everybody. It is not for one person. There are other people who sometimes, when they feel agitated, they take action. Let the president sit on there. Let Mr. Bwaka sit on there. Let him sit at the executive mansion and tell people that he doesn't have any authority. Let those chief justices, the chief justice and the social justices, let them sit there. They say they don't have anything to say. They don't have any decision to make. Again, we are saying this. There are people who are feeling agitated with the ongoing in the country. Things are ongoing in the country. They are very, very angry. And when you know when people are angry, the aftermath of that cannot be appreciated by anyone. Those people are angry. Mr. President, we have enjoyed peace in this country. Some of us, we were very little. At certain point in time, during certain period of the wartime, we're not born at that time. But I can still remember a very little 2003. I used to see those guys in red holding gun and all of that. I was very little, but I can still remember. Oh yes, I can still remember. And with what our people have taught us, with what we have learned, we should not carry the country backward. Mr. President, this is a warning to you. You need to take action because people are getting angry on a daily basis. And when the anger reaches certain level, they will take decision. They will make decision. They will make decision. Mr. President, you need to be careful. You need to be careful how you are handling the affairs of the country. Things will happen. There are things in the coming days that are going to happen that you yourself will not be able to appreciate. So before these things happen, you have to take action. A hint to a wise is quite sufficient. So very quickly, keep playing your King's Cash giveaway. Yes, keep playing. Make money for yourself. That's star 799 star 100 hash with just $200 Liberian dollars. MTN user with just $200 Liberian dollars or $1.70. You can stand a chance to win for yourself 10,000 Liberian dollars. So keep playing. When Diallo comes on, he's going to do the draw. There are a lot of people that I'm told he just signaled me that people are playing. So you know, you have to join those people too, because the moment he comes on, he will be calling a lot of people. In the next 5 minutes time, he will be able to select certain numbers. So you have to be playing and be part of those people as well. Okay, so Mr. Masale, very quickly before we go to the line, probably you have something to say before we open the line for our people to call in.
Yeah, you know, That just it there we always telling the people, if we say Liberia is a country that we are suffering, we want foreign aid, we want people to come to help us, and then even the life we are living, those people we are going to, they are not living for life. I always question them, why are we going outside to ask for money? You see, if you can get one or minister using 196,000 just to furnish his office, your team will be working in this country, and then we see our money be going over there for you to be using the useless day. We stand with Donald Trump, and you shouldn't be surprised. We will go to that warehouse and we will protest that if they will send taxpayer money in another countries, fine. But Liberia, damn shouldn't go to that country. Because the way you people are misusing the taxpayer money, and we that here we pay taxes when they send our money the way you can misuse it. You sat over there, you say, George, we are never had contact. George, we are made NGOs to run away from the country. George, we are made investors couldn't come to the country. What have you people done to encourage investors to come to the country? Who will come and invest into such a country? Now, even those investors, if they can listen to what this man said, Nami Kwekwe, I know the other justice from the Supreme Court bench, you think they come there? Because anybody that comes to that country, you go sign any contract with Rachel Nagbeku, it is illegal. Even the Supreme Court, they are not going to buy to it. They will not even say be part of your agreement that you're going to sign as an investor into that country. So Joseph Boakai, if you really know you came to rescue that country, you have to put your act together. If you can, you have stolen enough money, get out and let somebody come and lead that country. But what is happening in Liberia, any country where there is no rule of law, that country is not the safe place for even the citizen. Not talking about investors to come there. You think investors will come to that country? Say you came to power, you have not yet changed anything that will encourage people to come there. Nobody will come there. You will be going around to be begging for money. But we that here, we get our numbers, and every day we are adding up. The day we get here, America has started sending money to that country. You will see to the Capitol building. We will go there. We'll go to the White House. We will protest, and we tell the people why we are protesting for the way in which our taxpayer money has been misused by Joseph Boakai and a bunch of gangsters and hooligans into that country. And this is not only going to end with Joseph Boakai administration, even the next administration to come. Till you people can ready put that country first. We on your back with the diaspora Liberian. And because you people stay long time in power, we are getting together. We will make sure that constitution there will be some amendment. Because the more you people stay in power, president says yes, representative says yes, senator yes, you people get more time to steal money to enrich yourself. We will cut all that debt down, those 10 positions. You're over there, they buy you for the 5,000 after every 3 years, giving your gas slip. All that nonsense, it will end. We are getting together and we will move in our country. So get your soya net to kill up when we come. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Mr. Masali. And now you can put in your calls to 0772239933, 0886304497, or better still 0777980375. Let me see. Okay, so we have a few people who have just joined us. Let me quickly recognize them as we take calls here on today's edition of the program. Okay, Susan Jabin is following us. Alexander M. Dolly is following us from the US. Emmanuel or Woto is following us. Edmond Tue is also following us. Wade Glide is also following. Kelvin Soko is following us from the US. And Fatu Sherry is also following us as well. We have here Jonan Seku the Dollar is also following us, and the rest of the people. So let's go on. Let's get this present. Good morning.
Hello.
You are live. Go ahead. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, well, I'm Jeremiah JPUA, and I join you from the President Supermarket, District 3.
Go ahead, email.
My brother, to be very honest to you, sometimes those things, if it happens, they don't have to be screened to us. Because people were hearing from Boakai saying they were coming to that period, they never understood what Boakai were trying to say. Waka they were never coming to rescue this country. They were coming for Liberian people to rescue them. Because everything they're doing in this government is fake. Destroy our country, and that Liberian people will not even know that they have government in this country. Now everything is just lawless in this country. So now the only thing we have to do is that to just pray to the Almighty God that He will deliver us from the federal government. Because nothing will achieve on this particular set here. We will be in tears until the set here go to an end. And trust me, my brother, this administration, we can't forgetting to know today, that's a big over in this particular country. What are any consequence to bear in this country?
Okay.
At the end of the day, all people who set in to say that supporting Waka saying that he's doing the right thing, they will be the one to cry for Waka.
Thank you
Very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so 0772239933 0886304497 0777980375. This other person. Good morning.
Yes, how are you?
I'm fine. Tell us your name. Where are you joining us from this morning, Chief?
Right now, my name is not important. I'm a security man, so.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Yesterday, we were on our parade, and such a thing will go on. But I can tell you for free that this man who did that, he will not go free. Now that threatening right now, after this government, you bear it.
Okay. Thank you. This other person. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Good morning. Your name and where are you joining us from, Chief?
Thank you. Let me say good morning to our brother in the U.S., William Debbie Wu.
Okay.
I'm the official spokesperson for the Liberian Civil Rights Movement. I joined you from Carwell this morning. Thank you ever so much. Somebody say when you're praying, when I'm praying, I go govern rightly because you're there to govern the Liberian people. They give you power, you must get a social benefit. And when you're not doing that, I mean that you are getting Liberian people to confirm with. Sooner or later, we'll be getting on to the work about to do the right thing because why? You have to doing everything in the country that is wrong, rule of law, and whatsoever you are doing. If you're taking everything in the country, we saw people marching. I got to the army, saluted them. But Baga is in the car, the heads of the point that they're not doing it. This is wrong for our country. Everything is wrong that they are doing. And you must be able to tell because our program will be in poverty and what you and your poor destiny in the country morning. Thank you, my brother. Okay, thank
you so much, Lou, there from Cartwell, and 0772 239933 0886304497 0777 980375, and our WhatsApp number, +231 886304497 +231 886304497. You can also call us on our website number. For those of you who are following us via our various social media platforms, you can also use our means too. And call. But let me get this person on. Good morning. Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. You are live. Go ahead. Tell us the name and where you're joining us from. Come again? Yeah, Albert, go ahead. You have a minute, Chief.
Yeah, I just want to elaborate they look for a Yabakaya. I have a definition for that for our war, Yabakaya. You know, that's the one I want to be on. Just to know that. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. So let's see. Menikoli is following us from Sino County. Thank you, my dear brother. This person. Good morning. Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, go ahead. You are live.
Under Fire calling from Boston.
Okay, Fire.
Yeah, my brother. Thank you this morning for the show. But I want to say this clear to the president. The first thing you should consider that the citizens are outside, they're more than those are in the barracks there. The citizens are outside, they are more than those at the police headquarters. You should understand that this identical thing they're doing, breaking rules and breaking the constitution of this land, that is a recipe for disaster. That alone is a recipe for disaster. If the woman cannot stop
we will rise up. We will stand up for it because it's just too much for us. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you so much. This person. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm Levi.
Okay, Levi.
Yeah, thank you. The issue of Kule, I'm a Kule, Jewish Kule.
Mm-hmm.
I call it law paper Kule. I don't know. They say he's a law student or law what. So, I mean, in the country now, I don't know what people should go to school for. All are going to school. So, no. Now, somebody is renting from you, your house, and you want them to you have them start talking to you outside, you have to go to the court. No, no need to even pay law because they're in the country because the law they want the essence of us paying the taxpayer money to them and wasting our money and then they're enjoying the people here suffering. They can't even get a little meal to eat.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Let's get this other person. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. You are live. Go ahead, Chief.
My name is Augustine Tido and I'm calling for Carlton.
Okay, do it.
We are in serious trouble. Waka came in power to rescue the Liberian people, but now I'm saying that Liberian people rescuing Waka and follow. So they look at the kind of money that you want for him office. That mountain you want to build, we're in serious trouble. Thank you very much.
Thank you so kindly, and thanks to you, Henry Yango. Yango is following us, and he says that I'm following from my end. This option Wednesday evening. I think it is evening at his end. So he said, thanks you guys for the great show. Okay, so thank you so much, Yango. Just tell where you are following us from, and also have your say on issues we are talking about here this Wednesday morning. And yeah, trust me, your text messages will be read out. So 0772239933 0886304497 or 0777980375 are the numbers to call and be a part of the program. I think we have a Lone Star number here. You people are finding it difficult to get through. Yes, yeah. Okay, so yeah, so Heron Yango is further from the screen. Thank you so much, Heron, and that's good. We appreciate. Share the live video, invite other people to watch along with you as we take more calls here on 0772239933 0886304497 or 0777980375. Okay, so so this is very, very much important, and someone just sent me a text here. I will look at this. I will definitely look at this, and yes, it's important too. But we'll look at if we'll further look at this before talking about it. It is important. Thank you for the information anyway. But let me get this person on. You need to walk away from your monitor, please. You have to walk away from your monitor. Hello.
Morning.
Yeah. Good morning. Go ahead. Tell us your name and where are you calling from.
I'm Thompson Lawrence Farley Court from Brooklyn.
Lawrence, go ahead, Chief.
And then we just looking at the government. We thinking like the border going to rescue us, but then at this stage now we don't know where are we heading to. So the to see how best to withdraw a weaker plane to the land.
Okay, all right, Lawrence. Thank you. Let's get it set up. President, good morning.
Oh, Pastor Photo, how you doing?
I'm fine. There should be Man City from Clarendon.
Yeah, from Clarendon is this. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
What all would make it easy to come to discuss our portrait of man like this.
Mm-hmm.
He said, take it to him and let his family be well. I'll take God to carry his family at the diaspora. No, my son. Taylor, who was a rebel? You were here. I think you saw Taylor. You hear about Taylor. Taylor was a rebel in this country who came with war that God blessing our country. What happened to our country? It happened on every day. It happened on every day. Malaseri, what a woman will say, oh, that woman I want to get more about Malaseri was there. There was not anything that happening. Or they will say, she must have managed to move all people from there as a speaker. But she never she was faith. She never she was faith, but it never back. I was let all of Malaseri. Nothing is done for the but when to come to the country, president to people will love their country, so that will trap our country. We need to pray for our country, man. Like this, because the way it's going now, the way the country proceeding, our Lord never proceeding, my brother. The devil is control. Let work out there. If I don't win this election, it will be the end of the road. It's already coming. It's already coming. It's like already show face. Somebody can you say, oh, it's not show face. It's already show face. What is that talking about? It's no face. So you can man and pray for our leaders. No. Work out government, they can destroy the country. They're not going to pay anything in the country. They can destroy. Destroy and speed. And when I say, the son will take the level for that same frame. Let's get what we're going. But you guys are speaker. When you go, you call yourself John Cole, I don't know Cole, you call yourself. When you say yesterday was wrong, you have a lot of officials coming in the country to see your country moving forward, to have the progress. You went at the back to go break a long labor place office. And the people that keep the country, they saw they carry a line, they carry the head. Why not bring it to now? What will tell it to now in this country? Because you come to the country, they carry fast signal that we're in a place there having progress, they were breaking law before people office. You think that good president for our country, my son? It's wrong. What was you left for? Or the current message in one of school is less. It's a degree honor. Where you were left for him tomorrow? If the president that wants to escape to break a law before office, which is a speaker who will take they are speaker. That man is not the speaker. That man now rebel speaker. It's a rebel to do that rebel behavior is doing there. And that has to stop it. So we'll go on a court to get proportion to call protocol because it's not happy. There will be a chaos in this country.
All right.
It will be a chaos. Let them force them to culture. Let them force other people. So all the way it's going now, it will be a chaos. We're taking them for fun now in this country. But the players reaching now, all the people that are followers, they will cut in the face. And we'll start between love because in this country, in the
Oh, yeah?
the people.
Okay.
So let the Lord go, let the people to honor.
All right, my sister.
When they get to our end,
Thank you.
our country is in the north side.
Thank you.
The trust care, we bring the north side in the north side. And they take precaution. According to the chief justice, telling you know what's up. According to the honor. And then because they were all, that they go get a people in office. No. But they have to do tomorrow, you're calling for, so they are going to put.
Thank you. Okay, my sister. Okay. Okay. All right, my sister. Thank you. Thank you so kindly. And yeah, so let's take like two or three more calls, and then we call it a day. 0772239933. 0886304497. 0777980375 are the numbers. Select a few more calls, and then we'll go back to Mr. Masale. So yeah, David gave us says good morning, King Radio, and every Lofa citizen. I do photo from Manjua Market, Waterside. Thank you so much, that David, for photoing, and let's get this person.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Hi.
I'm okay.
Yeah, very sorry. Let me move on. Hi, Tree.
I'm okay. Go ahead, Chief.
Yeah, I want to say thank you for the show, man. Money the April Justin Sige, but we're calling for Day.
Yeah, Justin, you have a few seconds. Go ahead very quickly.
Yeah, but you know what I get to say that rebel way get you where you call Richie Kum, the thing that woman marry money for him. When you know that way you wrong, you go for hotels, you go for a story, where you go back to one conclusion, and it's really like people where. You want to delay people, this spoil money out for your weapon or who get food or eat everything will come with home call. Then they spoil money, they little bit, what they spoil money. You know, when I go test because go far sorry, you go back one conclusion to la credible way.
Thank you.
Morning.
Thank you so kindly for speaking out. And yes, so that is very important. You know, when these things come about, it's good. I will give you people the time to speak. This person, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, you are our very last caller here. Let's go.
Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much. My name is Patrick Salah.
Okay, Salah.
Okay. Let me first of all say hello to my friend in the state who always calling to make his point. But let me be bold to tell you to put it true. You guys, like I always say, you guys are the worst evil people that Liberia ever had as journalists. Your fellow that is in America that is talking nonsense about Waka.
Okay, all right. So we cannot get it on, and since you want to be using words which I appreciate here, when I tolerate you be on the line, I will have made you be on the line probably to speak out. But since you want to abuse and say other thing, you know, you can call us all kinds of names as journalists. The audience out there will be our judge as to whether what we are saying here, these things are wrong. But as long as you go to the extent or abusing, no, we cannot hold you. If you want to call us, you go on other platform that tolerate that. Okay, so we are not taking any more call. I'm very, very sorry that I'm not taking any more call. Let me just quickly go back to Mr. Masali as he addresses some of these issues that have been raised by you, the caller. So, Mr. Masali, you are back again.
Yes, thanks there. Thanks to all the callers. Yes, for taking all their time listening to us, at least to call. Well, first of all, I want to take this time to say happy birthday to my friend and brother, Maury F. Jr. of Bannersville, Ben and stuff. I wish you many more years to come.
Oh, yeah.
Stay safe. And also, I want to take this time to wish my daughter, Aliyatu Amisha Masadi, happy pre-birthday as we celebrate her birthday tomorrow, February 13th.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Happy pre-birthday to her.
Yes, so you see the thing I always talk here, when we come here to talk about the way our country those people who are the cause of the poverty we are living in, and then we get some beheaded chickens with chicken brains who had no sense of direction. They will come here to defend this useless and corrupt government because they feel they're getting $25-$40 from people. That one of the chicken brain who just called here, those are people that are always referred to as chicken brains. They had no sense of direction. What Joseph Waka is doing in our country is that the rescue that you wore that Guinea you got green t-shirt to vote for, you are in the rain, in the sun. When you come here, I will come back at you. You cost me, you and myself with for it. Because you people have no sense of direction, just as your President Joseph Waka is. He has no sense of direction. You campaign on respecting rule of law. George, we were breaking all the rules in our country. There was no rule of law. The country is not safe. Where is the rule of law that has been respected today in our country? If Joseph Waka, as old as he is, he sat with Madam Seni for 12 years, they signed 10 positions into law in our country. When he came to power, he was the first person that decided to take people out of 10 position when Supreme Court were ruling, and he said he can't go by it. Is that the rule of law that you campaign on? That you were all in the ring with your guinea yellow green t-shirt? That you coming to call here and tell me nonsense? If you think your brain is under your feet, you're walking on it when you come here, I will take your brain from under your feet and put it back in your future head. Those people who are there misusing our resources and robbing the country, people are living in poverty. When they're talking there, you all want to come here to defend them. And because they will call your, oh yeah, my man, $1 scratch card in your phone, yes, call on that radio station and talk nonsense. That's all. You just say that you're foolish people that using you because they're able to call, so they will call you and put money in your phone for you to come and talk nonsense, so that when you go to the office, they can be able to get you $20-$25 that they like your living. Let me tell you something. Liberia is my country. I'm coming from Liberia. There is nowhere to home. I will sit there and discuss anything. The day this government do the right thing, I will say that here and congratulate Joseph Wakai. When they do the wrong thing, we say that here we're talking. Where in the world, Mr. Chicken Brain, you have seen the funded to you $196,000 to furnish an office? Where in the world you have seen that? You know how many people that money can pay? We get security in our country, we get healthcare workers, people who saving life and property, protecting life and property, people who saving life. But you using 196,000 to fund this one person office. And then when we come here to talk here, you want to come here with your chicken brain and you get your beheaded hairs on your shoulder. No sense inside to talk nonsense. Your thing will be here, will be working. When we pay taxes to the American government, they send it in the bureau for Joseph Boyka and his gangsters to be enriching themselves. When that money is supposed to use it on the less fortunate people to elevate their life, then when we talk here, you want to come here and talk nonsense. And what James Colette did yesterday, I would say, hey, Joseph Boyka is in the know. Because the majority speaker is in the know, they send him and Joseph Boyka. Everything you see those irresponsible boys and girls doing in our country, calling themselves majority black lawmaker, Joseph Boyka is aware of everything they are doing. He is the president to they respect the rule of law in our country, the constitution, and those people they saw it, they say, but then we can do it. And everything they're doing, they always tell him. All this corruption that are going on, Joseph, when they come down on people who pledge that go to Unity Party, but they were not Unity Party partisan. But because the second round, they say, okay, yeah, we pledge our support to you. These are the people he picking and choosing. But the real typical Unity Party partisan are still in our country, he's not doing nothing to them. But people who make that support to him doing the second round, these are the people that he's going after. Then you talk about transparency. Is that the transparency? You see? When we say that to talk this thing, then some of you want to call here and talk nonsense. Because someone call you now, they put $1 in your phone, so you come in to call here, you cursing yourself, you say that means you cursing. Liberia is my country. This is why our country will not go anywhere, because people only after themselves. I could say, oh yes, I'm in America, I get nothing to lose. It's not today. I can sit down in my house, I eat and sleep. They will pay me. My children, they are not going to school. They get their computers and things. 8 o'clock, they wake up 8:30, they put their computer on. They are learning. Even though it's snow, they are not going to school. I got nothing to lose. I work, I get paid, I take care of myself, my family. I could say, let me sit down. But hell no. Liberia is my country. I want to see the best thing happening in my country. You see, all the thing America is doing, cutting this other fund, cutting this other fund. This is time the government is supposed to put themselves together, see what Ghana president did. But yet they stay, they are not thinking about it. They are stay there, stealing money, and then you see what happening. You can't even say thinking about that. You see, all the funding that you say have caught up, how will the government be able to look for money to put in those gaps? They are not thinking on it, but they are then misusing the country money. And when we say that here to talk it, you bring your empty brain here to counter nonsense. God bless America. God bless Liberia. See you guys.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Mr. Masala. We really appreciate you, our callers, and people who try to come on but could not make it due to other issues. I would say many thanks to those of you who are following, who always follow us via our various social media platforms. So we appreciate you. We'll be back here by the special grace of God Friday with another Friday edition of the program, Issues in the Society, with me, Stephen Compton, and Aliyu Mansali there from the United States of America. So coming up next is King's Daily with Sam Andrews.
What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. What kind of people they so? They are you freedom fighter, you raping our women. They are freedom fighters. Freedom fighter, you killing our children. They are freedom fighters. Freedom fighter, you destroying our country. They are freedom fighters.